Hey gang, welcome to Places to Go with Heather Gill. I'm Heather Gill and I'm here to interview today the amazing Ginger Reid. Ginger Reid is the founder and the CEO of Strengths Culture. Thank you so much for being on my show today.
Thank you, Heather. Thanks for inviting me. We've only met each other a couple of times, and it's always been a pleasant experience. So I look forward to our conversation.
No, absolutely. I've been looking forward to this for a while, so I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I would love for you to talk a little bit about what you do with Strengths Culture.
Yeah, I work with CEOs, executives, leaders, teams, entrepreneurs. I know it sounds like a lot, but think of the people that I work with as agents on a mission. These are people who are real estate agents, insurance agents, people typically in service industries.
Okay.
I've worked with hotels, and I just like to help companies build dream teams. As a certified partner with Predictive Index, I can help companies do that. And I work with entrepreneurs who are starting their own coaching business or want to elevate their coaching business or their consulting practice to new heights.
Okay.
I have some programs. We'll talk about that later.
All right. So it sounds like your core business is working with leaders to help them be better leaders, or maybe to kind of help uncover the leader that somebody has inside.
Yeah, very good. Absolutely. So
I read your website.
Think of leaders already having this brilliance and excellence within.
Yeah.
However, over time, we forget and start reacting to external stimuli. And then we're taking on paths that don't really benefit us or the people that work for us or around us.
Right.
And so I really help leaders tap into their potential, discover their internal brilliance, or discover how they want to treat others through their interactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. That sounds really exciting. Some people have that little spark or that gift, if you will, kind of that innate like leadership thing, but sometimes it lays dormant and they need somebody to kind of help dig it out. So it sounds like that's part of your process, is kind of helping to bring that up a level, bring that out in somebody.
Absolutely. And I would say that anyone who doesn't want to live in just a mediocre life or just stagnate in their career or in their own business, then we all need to get in touch with that internal brilliance that's lying dormant that you talked about, and the leader within, to discover our purpose and start living from that.
So you mentioned you have a way of kind of pulling this out, and you mentioned earlier before we started talking about the leader brain code. And I'm just so interested in finding out, what is this? It sounds very interesting and exciting. And anyway, you got my attention with it.
Good. It works. It works in two ways. So the program is designed to help you create the leader brain code that you want running consistently, rather than the automation that's internal or the AI that runs us on a consistent basis.
Okay.
Or those reactions that we're having to the external stimuli that I talked about. So how can we discover what's actually running us most of the time?
Okay.
If things come out of your mouth that you didn't really plan to say and it didn't land properly, or you're taking actions that are inconsistent with where you really want to go on a daily basis, you're saying yes to things that really don't benefit you or the people you love, or you're interacting with people you say you care about in ways that are destructive or demeaning, then it's probably time to rewire your leader brain code.
I like it. I've heard comedians say this, and I've experienced this. I bet you have too. But like, oh my gosh, I opened up my mouth and my mom came out, right? Like I said something like my mom would have said to me, or something. Nothing against moms. I mean, Lord knows I've done it, but we've all said those things. It's like, why did I say that? That was so silly or trifle or just dumb to say. So, yeah, those little automatic things kind of run around and we don't realize they're there sometimes.
Absolutely. They're running rampant more often than we notice.
Mm.
And if I were to take notes of someone just saying, "Oh, I'm doing really great. I've been so positive," and then everything after that is how they start to share how things aren't working or excuses why they can't accomplish this or do that.
Right.
Or why it's the people who are working for them, it's their fault, or why it's the manager's fault or the C-suite's fault. Everyone is wanting to point fingers and say, no, it's not our fault, it's their fault. So when you can start to take responsibility for your part in it,
right,
and create what you want more of, that's a good life and good work.
No, absolutely. So with what you offer and what you do, what is like a typical session or program working with you look and feel like?
I've worked with organizations where I'll go out and do a workshop or do virtual workshops, 2-hour workshops, 4-hour workshops. It depends on what they want to accomplish.
Okay.
Like I said, I can do behavioral profiles that are assessments. We can discover how people think and why they work the way they do, so we can understand how to communicate better within a team to fill in the 4 quadrants that are really going to execute on their business strategy or their team strategy.
Okay.
That's one way. I also lead transformational workshops with individuals to help them eliminate and deactivate the code that's running, that's preventing them from getting to where they really want to be in the future, and aligning the code and activating that code that'll get them to where they want to be. Nice.
So in order, and I'll put your number and your information up toward the end of the thing so people can get in touch with you. So you do like workshops and things like that too, and you help people get where they want to go. I love it.
Yes. And, I also do one-to-one strategy sessions to help companies identify what they want, what their business strategy is, and how to align their teams and leaders to implement and actually get the results they want against that strategy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I love it. Sounds like you do it all.
Not all of it. I do a lot. That's for sure. But everything I do, I want to do it to my utmost and provide extreme value for my clients. I want them to leave with a way to affect the change that they want to see in their own lives, in their teams, and in the people around them. And I don't know if you know this, but you probably do. It sounds like you're reading about this or interviewing people consistently. But when we change, we also change the dynamics with the people directly in our circle of influence.
Right.
So it's important for us to keep that in mind, because as we evolve or transform something, we've got to keep in mind how we're interacting with the people in our everyday lives, so that they embrace those changes for the better and don't see them as threats to what you have in place consistently with them already.
That makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. I would love to ask you the bonus question.
Oh, are we at the bonus question?
We're at the bonus question already. Trust me, we could talk for hours probably, because I love this kind of stuff, but I only have so long.
Okay.
But I do have a bonus question for you, and I'd love to get your take on this. Who would you want on your team in a zombie apocalypse?
Who would I want on my team? Like, is this someone who's famous or just someone?
Anybody. Your neighbor, your dog, somebody famous, whatever you want to say.
I would want Reese Witherspoon.
Ooh, Reese Witherspoon. All right.
Yeah. Reese Witherspoon. Because no matter what situation she finds herself in, she's going to make it fun. She's going to lighten the moment. And she's going to find a strategic way to create a phenomenal outcome.
I love it. So if you're going to be in a zombie apocalypse, you might as well enjoy it.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that, because we do kind of live in that every day in some way or another. And it's important that we're prepared for it and that we create the outcomes we want more of, right?
Right, absolutely. I love it. Reese Witherspoon, that's an incredible response to that. Let me throw up your information here and then we'll kind of start wrapping up. So Ginger can be reached at her email here, which is ginger@strengthsculture.com. You can also reach her on our office number, 214-414-2868. Now, before we get going here, I would love to hear what your words of wisdom are for my audience.
You know, we all set out on our day thinking that we're in charge of what's going to happen, and we're often not. But if you can think about who you want to be throughout the day and what you're willing to accept as your reality, create as your reality, and really be prepared to interact with people and things around you the way that enriches your life and enriches the lives of those around you, then how does it get better than that?
I like that. I like that. So enriching yourself, enriching other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's great. Those are definitely good words to live by. Yeah.
And can I give my website?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I did not put it on here, but let's flip back over here for a second.
Yeah.
So again, her email, her phone number is here. Tell us about your website and can they book with you on your website?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just send me a message and we'll book a strategy session. Strengthsculture.com, strengths with an S on the end, or leaderbraincode.com. I look forward to connecting with you.
Leader Brain Code. So with COVID going on, are you doing any like in session, like with groups? Are you doing a lot of Zoom stuff? Like what does it look like right now with our environment that we're in?
Mostly Zoom. I have had some clients fly in or meet with me in person, but we've all been safe throughout the time that we find ourselves in. And I lead Zoom or GoToMeeting sessions consistently almost every day.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Heather. I'd like to know what's one of your favorite places to go.
Oh my gosh. What are we talking about? Food, entertainment, just like kick around.
How about food?
So many ideas. Food. Oh my gosh. So there's a little Mexican place around the corner from us called La Vista. We go there often for lunch. We have our little business lunch, my husband and I.
Yeah.
So we go there. We know the general manager. We know all the waitresses. They have our drinks ready on the table when we walk in the door.
Nice.
Great place, great food, great atmosphere. We love it there. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I enjoyed being with you so much, and I look forward to doing it again sometime soon.
No, absolutely. Ginger, it's been a pleasure. And guys, y'all can reach her at the information on the screen. You heard it from her. She'll meet with you in person if that makes more sense for you, or on Zoom, whatever's the best situation. She'll make it happen. So cheers. Thanks again for your time. I have places to go, more people to meet, but we'll talk again soon.
Take care. Blessings.